Right, buddy, welcome back. Latest news. Lisandro Martinez out for 1 to 2 weeks. It's very disappointing. Obviously, United playing an hour or so against Everton. He will not be in the squad for that game. He is out due to an injury. So this is what has been said. Lisandro Martinez out of the Everton game through injury. Suspected calf problem, which Manchester United believe may need 1 to 2 weeks recovery. Manchester United defender Lisandro Martinez is out of the game today against West Ham. Listen, immediately it's frustrating because Martinez has been very good for United, I think, since he's come back. And I think this is the only concern, really, that I have with him, the fact that he can't stay fit. I think we're going to miss him massively in this game because of the quality that he has and the progressive passes that he's going to make and his physicality and his quality. But ultimately, this has been the concern that we've had for Martinez for time, and that is the injury concern. And I think right now, I think it's going to be disappointing and difficult to see Manchester United replace him. What I would say about Martinez is very, very good defender. But again, as we always say, availability is the best ability, and Martinez just isn't available enough. Medical tests show minor issue and is expected in training this week. United have 7 wins in 18 without him, 5 in 9 when started. So listen, he's a very, very key player. I mean, someone who, for me, as I said, if he's fit, he's one of the first names on the team sheet. And ultimately, the injuries that he are picking up are way too frequent, and they are quite concerning. I think Manchester United have to potentially look at replacing him. I think this gives opportunities, though, whether that is Aiden Heaven, whether that's Lenny Yoro. I mean, this is what I mean. United are one injury away from. I'm not. There's nothing wrong with kind of Heaven and Yoro. I think they're good players. But again, this is why keeping Maguire around is vital. And I think Martinez being out injured again is frustrating, it's disappointing, it's all these sort of things because he's been playing very, very well and he's a key part of this team, a captain, a leader. And I think we will lose a lot. And you'll see it in the game today against Everton. Again, it's a calf injury. I mean, you look at sort of the struggle that he's had with injuries, it's quite disappointing for him on a personal level. I think Manchester United definitely will look at bringing in some sort of competition of the same sort of ability for Martinez just based on because he can't stay fit. And that is concerning and disappointing because, as I said, Martinez for me is one of the most aggressive. I think he's been very good for United this season. He's looked calm, he's looked composed, and when he's come into this team, he has made a massive difference. As I said, it's a huge blow to Manchester United and a big bit of disappointing news. And I think it's frustrating, and yeah, it's heartbreaking to see for Martinez. He's going to be out. I know it's a short term injury for 1 to 2 weeks, but again, it's the reoccurrence of injury things, and it's the same amount of injuries that he's having, and it is sort of disappointing for him. As I said, what does this mean for Manchester United going forward? I mean, luckily we don't have many games left, so you expect Yoro or Heaven to slot into that position, which again, it gives opportunities to them. As I've seen, Aiden Heaven wasn't getting many opportunities at the start of the season, and then the late end players got injured and he got the opportunity and he thought he did a good job. Obviously, Yoro, I think he's someone who will probably get the opportunity. I think there was a lot of question marks for him to start anyway over Maguire due to his performance against West Ham. What was it, 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks ago. So listen, it's an opportunity for some players there. I think we do lose a lot. I think we lose a lot of organisation, leadership. He's been a key part in United having 2 clean sheets in 5 games. I think his quality, his aggression, the way in which he's brought that confidence to this team, his mentality has been fantastic. But he will be out for a while. And as I said, I think there definitely are replacements, and that's probably why United have been looking at players like Kalulu and Schlotterbeck from Dortmund. And I think there are other centre backs out there that United definitely need to look at because right now we can't rely on Martinez, and it's another injury for him. As I said, only a short term thing, but again, I certainly would look at definitely next season replacing him. I just don't think. Listen, as I said, good player, but can't stay fit enough, and that's ultimately something that we need. Um, yeah, he's not going to be in the squad. It's coming out from a very reliable journalist, and yeah, it's disappointing. That's all really you can say. Yeah, 1 or 2 weeks. I mean, with centre back, I don't really like. I don't think it makes a difference. I think Yoro and Heaven are two very, very good players who can definitely come into this United team regardless. I think in terms of a game, you might need sort of um Yoro and just for this game 1v1 duels and these sorts of things. But Yeah, man, it's frustrating. Another injury. As I said, if you look at Martinez's injury record at Manchester United, it's not great. And I think that the injuries that he's had at United have been quite disappointing for him because they were at where he was playing well and where he was putting in good sort of performances, and he was trying to get back into the team. And when he come back against Crystal Palace, I thought this would be a big sort of moment for him, and he can get back into the squad and he can have a big part to play. Now you look at the injuries he's had at United: a metatarsal fracture, a foot injury, a knee injury, a calf strain, back problems, and obviously the cruciate ligament injury. So he's missed a lot of games for football with Manchester United. And listen, I'm not saying this is the end of the world for Martinez. I think he can come back and have a big part to play for the remainder of the season. But I think when your centre back is picking up, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is his seventh injury since being at Manchester United, and he's been at the club for 3 or 4 seasons. Like, it is a bit of a concern, and I think we definitely need to look at bringing in some sort of depth in our left centre back position. Just a similar profile, someone who's good on the ball, quality, aggressive. And as I said, you need that competition for places. And I think, listen, we have a lot of centre backs in the squad. I don't think we have a profile that's very like Martinez in terms of left footed. I think Aiden Heaven's quite left footed, but who can bring the ball out from the back, who has that quality to make a line breaking pass or a ball over the top, or that bit of composure. And I think that is what we're going to miss. And I know we have Maguire and De Ligt, I would say profiles are quite similar. I say Yoro's more of I would say he's probably similar to Martinez in terms of the fact he can make a great diagonal pass, he can bring the ball out, but again, he needs a lot of development, and so too with Aiden Heaven. So yeah, Martinez is out. It's disappointing, but hopefully it's not for too long. It says 1 or 2 weeks, and we can have him back in the team soon. But it is concerning.